There we go. Apologize for that. I'm going to actually disable my preview so my computer can run a little better. It is hot today. But that is kind of irrelevant. What is relevant right now... I have no views. Whatever. Now, what is relevant now? Now we're in the water world of Blaster Master Zero. And as we remember, Sophia the Third isn't the best at dealing with water. Thank you, Eve. I wanted plot, not laser shot. Thank you. Thank you so much. You want to try again? Nope, she just doesn't care. One more try. Good enough. So, we're in the water level, so if you can't guess what probably the best weapon to use in the water level is, I'll just straight up tell you. The Thunderbreaker, that's the name I'm looking for. Yeah. Unfortunately, as you can tell, Eve isn't the best... Not Eve. Sophia the Third isn't the best underwater vehicle. I mean, it's a tank after all. Tanks are not very known for their underwater capabilities, I believe. But, thankfully, Jason over here can swim. Hopefully the audio is okay. I didn't check anything too well. But I think the audio is fairly okay. Dude, we gotta crawl. I'm definitely gonna try to keep streaming when I'm feeling up to it, but right now I'm kind of like, I'm in the mood for it, and then feeling well enough to do it. So we're gonna stream. I did tweet today, right? I did tweet this out, right? I think I did. I'm pretty sure I did. I really need to buy new headphones. Because I'd rather think that than think my computer is just being that bad. I'm just gonna pretend my computer's good enough to run things. Yep, I did tweet this out. Good. So yeah, we're good to go. I just want to cough every once in a while, but yeah, that's about the main problem with my myself right now. But hopefully this new medicine will work pretty well for me. It's okay-ish. I actually got a decent amount of sleep last night, which was nice. Anyways, now we know there's a map here, but we can't really get to it because none of our weapons will actually destroy it. Not this, not that bomb, not even the flash bomb. Which is unfortunate. So let's go back to Wave and actually get moving. We're actually going to go back to this so we don't assault everyone's eyes. And I'm actually curious how this is going to look on the stream. Okay, it's going to look pretty okay. Oh, we got shot. Looks pretty okay. Look good enough, I hope. Ba-da-ba-ba. Sorry, checking out a bunch of things. Oh yeah, I definitely want to keep doing this in the... What's it called? The Twitch channel. Do start streaming on Twitch a bit more again. Just 'cause I think Twitch works better for these type of games. Let's go up here. Fortunately, there isn't much in this room at all. I think it's just kind of a transitionary room, just to kind of exist. I already explained, yeah, I explained these enemies last episode. They're definitely some of the more difficult enemies to fight because they're just stronger, so they take a bit longer to kill. They're harder to just mash through. Which is a bit annoying, but, yeah. More grenades, let's get out of here. And thankfully, this is a really nice area to get out. We're good. Now we must return to Sophia the Third and Eve. Because it's really fun to just say Sophia the Third. I don't know why. It's just fun to say. What should we do with the crawl here? It sucks. Give me that tank. Yeah, I do actually recommend using Spark Tackle a bit because it's faster to move around a little more. And now we can see our map. There's quite a bit to this area. Get rid of the blocks and we can go deeper. And as we go deeper, you'll eventually see Sophia's tank lights turn on. We can break that, but there's really no point. If you get in for combat, just use Thunderbreaker. It's too good in this area. It attacks everything on the screen. It's that good. There's nothing of the right importance. But before we go down with Sophia, let's see. What's this? Is it this way? Yeah, it's this way. Okay, let's get over to it. Let me just swim over to this. Good. And again, more alien mutants. Because that's the best way I can describe these things. Do 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 do. Thankfully, the green ones, their shots can't go through the wall, which is good. Now we have the moving platforms, which is... well, not really this isn't the most difficult area. No, no way. I know what the most difficult area is. Never mind. I'm fucking crazy for thinking this most difficult would be difficult. No. No, a later area is way harder. Which is weird that isn't even the final area is what I think the hardest top-down section exists in. I would really like a corner. There we go. That's the for trying to use analog on a 2D game. I know, pretty stupid, but whatever. Okay, so down here is probably a restock room, isn't it? Yep, just some restock in a cool angle. We're just gonna go up. Yeah. One second. I'm needed for something. Okay, sorry about that. We're back at it. Hopefully chat is working. I don't know if it's actually here typing. I'm just kind of here. Yeah, Blasphemous Zero definitely wasn't the most popular game to stream, but I've wanted to play through it on stream, so I'm doing it. Oh, I gotta eventually pick what the next game's gonna be because I don't think I want to start the one of the big projects still yet. I want to do a couple things. I also want to get better first before I really start one of those big projects, so I don't mind doing some smaller games now. Well, I say project like one of them is going to be a big project. This is kind of cute room. You can see jellyfish stuff. I really like the silhouettes of the what's it called? The fish here. Warning, the lair of ambush room. Very, very descriptive name. Anyways, yes, they're just going to try to swarm you. You can, again, easily just defeat them with wave. Just press the button. They're not very strong. And typically, if there's multiple of them, your wave can hit both at the same time. I mean, they do get a little bit of cover because of all the fish. So maybe you won't see them immediately. When you're in this phase, just swap to Striker and immediately lose it. Because again, Striker is fantastic for taking out big groups of enemies. And with this, we get a new ability for Sophia the Third, the Shield Mine. So we let emits a shield that prevents enemies and projectiles from passing through. Fantastic. Finally, something a bit more defensive for Sophia. Let's get in there. Let's show it off. Shield M. Okay, tell us about the Sieve. Shield Mine. With this sub-weapon, you can plant a shield that protects you from incoming enemy attacks. It can protect you from physical attacks, but if the mutant is too big, well, it's not going to do you much good. Yep. So with this, we can actually just chuck down a shield. And once it lands, it makes a shield. Now, this doesn't come up very often in use, I believe. It comes up a couple times in kind of useful situations, like here, it's pretty good. You just kind of put it up and then just hammer the button, and you're safe. Up we go. Back to Thunderbreaker. Because Thunderbreaker is fantastic for this underwater section, which is pretty good. So now we're kind of stuck in a situation where we kind of have to leave Sophia and Eve. And run around as Jason by himself, so this is kind of going to be a bit more... One of the they actually later, since this was later in the game, they actually really start using Jason by himself a good bit, separating him from Sophia. So you get more longer play sessions away from him. From Sophia, that's the wrong pause button. I want this button to check my map. Okay, so I believe we go up here. Although, unfortunately, Jason's gun is not as good as Sophia's, the third's weapon. It's really bleh. So really, if you can avoid combat most of the time, it's not worth doing. You're not gonna win most interactions. Jason is not the big fighter. He is, at least without Sophia. At least not over here, because unfortunately we don't get Wave Beam in the overworld. That'd be funny. And cool, but no, I don't think Jason ever really gets anything good in... Well, between this stream and the last one I actually started playing Blaster Master 02 a little bit, I need to actually play more of it, but it's pretty fun. I need to get used to all the new mechanics. It is funny that they call that one of the things in Blaster Master 0, a lot of people did, they call it out immediately. With one of the little tech boxes in there, that you can get. So as we ascend, as we see, we can't get in over here. But there is a room over here, and I believe if we go down further... No, that's too far down, so we go up, right? Do we go up? It's a little bit of a... Not really mazy, it's just a big area to work with, so be careful. Because Jason cannot fight the currents. Sophia can a little bit, if Sophia's on the ground, but Sophia, again, is not the best fighter of everything, so let's go this way. What's this way? Okay, this room. Now, then this room isn't bad. You kind of want to stay in this middle area. Now, you don't have to, because you can still crawl down there, but it's faster, technically, to do this. If you can stay in the middle here. And then once you're down here, just crawl over and slowly crawl. Hold the right button. Check your Twitter, check your Facebook, whatever social media platform you use while you do this. And we're good to go. Back on the way, but now unfortunately we did take a good chunk of damage getting here, so we're probably going to want to heal up if we can here. What's this? Oh, this room. This one has a double exit. Now, in no boss, which is interesting, because we're actually going to go to a boss fight, but we're going to have to go through a different way. Because since this is a 2-exit room, we actually have 2 ways to go. Get the health. There we go. Cool. I really love this song. Now that was big. And even in your controller vibrates too. It's a little bit of a jump scare. Not a major one, but enough to like, what? Although that shadow looked vaguely familiar. And if you know anything about Blaster Master, you know what that shadow is. Or if you've been paying attention to the earlier part of the game. Got it. I think maybe because of our defense up thing that makes us not lose weapon level immediately. You can rush a little bit, you don't need all the things. There is some extra stuff down there for like health and enemies, and a little Easter egg if you look down there. I believe this was because they used this boss twice in the original Blaster Master, the one we already fought. And this, I believe, is a reference to that. Again, it's been a long time since I played the original Blaster Master, so I apologize. So we can go up and right. Right isn't very important because that's a shortcut, essentially, to get out of here. That's not the button I'm going to press. Wingit. Please work with me here. So first things first, we want to go up. That's probably a little more difficult jumps, quote-unquote. I don't know why I said jump. Difficult interactions, because you have to be careful. Now this is a painfully slow room. Enjoy the manta rays. We got nothing to do here. Having fun yet? I am. Yeah, I hate the wild, but it's kind of okay. It's kind of cool. Do do. And this is a shortcut back for when we're done with this area, but let's do this. Again, just be very careful, don't mess around. Just slowly walk on these platforms, it kinda sucks, it's not very fun. My audio is getting displayed, right? My voice, yes it is. Good, good. That's cute art. Be very careful, because again, falling down will do damage to you, which really, Jason needs the health right now. So let's get this life up. Increase Jason's Sophia's life by 1. And you know, it's been a while since we actually talked to Sophia. Let's see how he was doing. Jason, I checked the signal. You should find the chip inside there. Got it. Send me the signal when you get a second. Yep, roger that. But we're not done with this call yet. Okay, time to sort through the intel and give Sophia a tune-up. I keep working on these, but my memory hasn't came back. I'm starting to get impatient with it all. Said it shouldn't try to force it, but let's check out Sophia's database. There might be a clue in here, or a monkey wrench. Hey, Sophia, despite lost my memory, there's gotta be something here, I know it. When I checked the database, I found a single piece of information, but it was locked behind some high-grade security. Information all confidential? Looks like it needs some sort of authentication, but... Just the moment Sophia's speech interest began to run. Confirming release of confidential information. Now beginning the authentication process. Now authenticating biometrics. Scanning target. Target identified as Android Nora 2057 Eve. Authentication complete. Now beginning Android key code authentication. Verifying key code. Key code authentication complete. Permission granted to access confidential information. Now disclosing information. Here, why does it know my name? What's this about an android? That voice, a massive amount of information was displayed before my eyes. I was reading it and I constantly felt these sharp pains in my head. I didn't want to know what it was happening, but I knew what it was. I really should have stopped reading, I know this, and yet I could not allow myself to look away. I knew that I needed to see this so that I could return to my real self. Ah. My mains game? What? Blaster Master? Blaster Master 0 is I mean, I do have a tank. How you doing, Red? Now then, since we're done with this, now we're back in morning, and... Also, this is one of the few times you actually get a chance to see this. Now, after this cutscene... No, that was Cave Story. This is a completely different game. This is actually one of the few times we actually see Jason's, like, full suit. And we can't actually talk to Eve currently. Every time you try to call Eve, nothing's going to happen. So that means you get no more information about weapons if you need to know things like that. Eve won't be able to help you. Thankfully, you're not in this state for too long, because it's just this area is only this time, I believe, when you really can't call and talk to Eve at all. No, but yeah, currently is Cave Story. This is Blaster Master 0, a different indie game. Although, is it indie? I know it's I guess Sunsoft, would that be third party? Because I know they don't make anything anymore, but they just kind of keep the brand. I don't think Sunsoft makes anything, does it? But for now, we go left. And almost fall off the platform, not paying attention. What? And we can see a whale, how pretty. And as you walk up, you see some crushed tubes, and that crab, something got that whale. A bit of a... Yeah, that whale's dead. So, let's go up and check this out. Come back. No. Oh my god. Well, I lost... Wave. I need to get that back now. You know what? Why don't I just equip this? Not Striker. This for now. There. Well, actually, if we're just like this, the machine gun's kind of effective here, because of the spread being actually useful. Oh, and these enemies are weak to the machine gun. Cool. I'm just gonna lose all my shit. Sorry, it's hard to make your chat. No, there we go. Go waves back. Cool. We're good. Nothing matters. We're set. We're set for life. I don't have the turret. That's annoying. I'll have to go grab that after this. That's funny. Reminds me of the time my dog stole my entire sandwich one day. Or ate a whole corned beef. So this one, we got actually pretty big boss room. You're gonna want wave beam, and yeah, that's about all you'll need. Get in a masking position ready. And there's that crab that took down that whale. Shadow, I saw earlier, the chip signal's coming straight from it. No way, this thing is using the chip? Bad news, Eve, I gotta take this thing down. What? Cutting out transmission. That's not good. Eve's definitely inside Sophia, but it seems the transmission is bad. I hope nothing happened to her. Damn, of all times, please be safe, Eve. Warning, the lair of the abyssal predator, hard shell. So get into a masking position, and... fire like mad. There we go, boss over. Reminder, wave beam is still stupid. And the reason wave beam is really stupid for this fight is Hardshell actually has a defense in front of his face, if you could see. So you can only hit the back of him. Thankfully, wave just skips that and just goes forward. Now, if you don't actually kill him an immediate chance, you then have to chase him around the map. The idea of the fight is they want you to essentially drop the place mine, these temp mines, and then blow it up behind him when he rushes behind them. So basically set up traps and go after him. Or use stuff like this to go through it, or just chase him down proper. But again, wave beam is so powerful, you can just kill everything immediately. And with that, we found the dive gear. Move freely underwater by using the jump button. Eve, can you hear me? Jason? Jason! Could be asking you the same question. The transmission to you was really unstable. I kept calling you, but did you not notice the transmission? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't notice. Hey, I'm just glad everything is alright. By the way, I got the chip. Heading your way now. Please be careful getting back. Yeah, sure, I will. Although we're still not done with Jason. I did this out of order. Technically, this is where you're supposed to end this section. But I was stupid and went the wrong way. Whatever. Our next door is that one. We gotta go for that one. Thankfully, it's not too hard. It's not too slow when you have all the jet stuff to run for. Go left, up through this door. Don't go in that upper turret. Turret. Otherwise, you're going to be having a not very fun time. Thankfully, these enemies never go to the bottom. Make a liar out of me. They never go to the bottom right there. So for this, you're going to hold right and up to get up on the ladder, but up this little section. And I missed it. You know what? We're going to come back. We'll come back with Eve and Sophia. Or no, we can't really get to the... This is kind of an annoying section, I'll admit. I hate this specific door to get into it. Because, like, the other option is you come back with Eve and Sophia. But that's, like, just kind of... I don't really want to do that if I don't have to. Just because I don't want to backtrack. But then again, it might be faster to just go back. Because remember, Jason's gun in the overworld is not particularly strong. There we go, got it. Cool, second try. That was significantly better than it was in practice, where I missed that ladder, like, 5 times. That was annoying. And we got another dark section. Flash bomb, bam, we're good. Unfortunately, flash bombs kind of get useless. Not really useless, they kind of only have that specific use most of the time. Although they do have the other use of they just instantly stun any enemy on the field that they can see. This is a pretty big area. If you go to the right immediately, you're just going to go to a bonus area to get stocked back up if you need it, so go there if you need to. Over here is another stock-up room. We're relatively good, but we could use the extra grenades. And oh man, this next boss, it's gonna be a real fun time. This next boss is big, it's powerful, it's ultra strong. It has a nice big room, it's got, like, I think, it's got like 2 phases, like a bunch of attacks. I really like Way Forward, I think Way Forward's really good. I could say Future Club, because they're the group behind Skullgirls now. And Skullgirls is my favorite game. I'm not gonna say Capcom. I got this nice big build up to the room. This is gonna be a real interesting boss fight, a real nice, difficult one. It's a fish. The Lair of Gurnahide. Gurnahide. And I did all this build up, but Gurnahide is actually weak to Wave. Wave makes most enemies jokes. This is depressing how bad of a joke this is. Because they do a whole bunch of stuff with this boss fight. But he's just such a joke. Essentially, you're basically like doing a sumo match where you're essentially on a timer, he's trying to push you out of the map. Turret, a sub-weapon that once set fires bullets for a scattering pattern for a limited time, but the real bonus of the turret is it's a decoy. Every enemy will pay attention to it, no matter what. If they can target that, they'll target the turret. They will ignore you, and this goes all the way up to the final boss. The final boss will ignore you and attack the turret instead. The turret is fantastic. It is one of the better sub-items that Jason gets. Eve, anything cool? Nope. Nope, shut up. Thank you, Eve. And now we got the dive module, we can take a nice little jog all the way over here. Just keep running. Just keep going. You're kind of in a slow spot here. Yeah, I definitely want to say Way Forward. It has a timer, yeah. And it can be destroyed if enemies do enough damage to it. But you also get 5 of them per... just 5 of them in stock you can choose. They're really fucking good. And now that we have the dive module, Eve, can you tell us about the dive module? Seems like Fred's in the glacier area. First, let's look for a way to get to the next area. Thank you, Eve. Very helpful. You can now go anywhere freely with Sophia, and now Sophia can actually fight the waves, which is fantastic. Not the waves, the currents. Good job, Wingit. You're the best. You can hold the jump button to go faster underwater. Although all this is nice and good, but there is one weakness of the dive module. Which isn't a big weakness, because it happens already, because Jason also has this weakness still. The big weakness with the dive module is you can't actually get out of the water without being at a ledge. Which isn't a huge deal, it's also a little weird to control. But it does come up, so now we have to go this way. Again, hold the jump button to go faster. Use Thunderbreaker to attack any enemy, and now you have a bit of a... not really difficult... a bit of a... not really... I don't want to say platform... navigation challenge. Again, Thunderbreaker is fantastic. It kills everything on the screen. With this, also, if these enemies run into spikes, they're just gone immediately. Another good option for movement under here is, again, the... what's it called? Not the... Spark Tackle, yeah. Spark Tackle is also really good for this area because of its movement abilities. And yeah, as you see, you can't jump out of the water. You have to go over to this edge to go. And there you go. With that, we're finally out of the water.